It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s. Not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Washington Redskins and the San Francisco 49ers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go. Right there, 56. So don't say nothing. Check.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here we go.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
51, Mike.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here we go.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
One, Omaha.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Matthew Ioannidis in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. It's Geis. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, it's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a give running right is Love. Finding room at the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup, 15 yards. Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. We're scoreless after 1. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. 2nd down, Haskins to Thompson on the screen. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 6-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you talk about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They begin the drive with Coleman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Redskins' 34. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Garoppolo looks to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of 5 at the 6. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Oh, get it.
Now a loose football.
Let's go.
Redskins, how did they do?
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side.
Let's go!
All the way down to the 32. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now a handoff, Geis going right.
We'll take
The
that
pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Motion. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. 54. Watch out.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. He juked him, gets through, and now an opening. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain there of 21 yards. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. On first down, here's Love.
Nah, I
And
should
he
have got
goes
through that hole.
backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw in film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Check 26.
Shotgun handoff down to Geis. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Trying to save
The
time.
49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You ain't got 54.
On third and goal, Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
You ain't matching?
And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They
let's get back deep enough. Should have been a pick.
And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Oh, I got one. Fuck. I might have just shot myself.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
12, fellas, here we go. 11. Go ahead.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
And eventually taken down here.
I fucked the whole play up.
Downfield. Nick
My
Bosa.
fault. This would have been
a
wide
loss of
open.
about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime.
There he goes, right side. He's at the 40.
Let's go, boys.
20.
Let's go, boys.
10. Touchdown.
We got to make up for that bullshit last year.
Darius Geis, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Garoppolo now. And he finds
come on, asshole.
He's
I should have left the middle.
Past the 20.
My rookie's out. Forgot my rookie's out. That's my fucking 4th corner.
Marquise Goodwin.
Shit.
82 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads
How the fuck
here
you get
on
smoked like that,
deficit.
Anthony? Like, goddamn.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this
speed.
in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the
And I'll
way
put
to
you
get it
inside,
done
like,
is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a
Kept
comeback.
playing D like that one.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Know that now.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Wide open receiver complete. A huge play for Washington. 42
I'm
yards.
gonna eat your ass up.
I know we
You better
love
come the hell out of that, bro.
Pretty much any play we see,
That ain't your friend.
Excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we have to
Staying in that shit is not your
That was
friend.
great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after
I
that
don't care
catch.
if you
They're
go
fired
wide
up. That's a big
9,
game.
whatever.
On 1st down, this is Geis, and he'll be taken down at the
I'll take 3, 4
33,
yards
a
and chunk.
pickup of about 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the run. Watch any weapon. Baby, that's a baby shot. Kill. Right.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No risking it. We up. We got a regular blitz. We take it. If not, we don't. Now we just play D.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He'll have a first down past the 40. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis.
See what he gonna do.
That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
Here we go.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Blow that up.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And we see another pitching catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On first down, Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right.
Come on, Afke. You miss a tackle, and then you got to pick. That is the game. He's throwing these bitches back door because he ain't got nowhere to throw them
Another
motherfuckers.
incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14.
I got a formation for your ass, bro.
50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo.
Thank you.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Afke. That's fucking 2 drops. 2 picks, drop, and then a fucking missed tackle on bad coverage. I can't wait till my goddamn rookie come back.
Getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis.
Oh, get the
Calling a
stiff
gain
off
of
with
4
it.
on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Love. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That's
Moses,
2nd down
you
play,
missed
and
another
that's a
goddamn block.
-4.
You got caught on the pull, your fat ass couldn't get across, and now this time your fat ass couldn't just get a chip.
But this is
Not
why
with
they
a
keep the
fucking
fight
chip.
going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Having a fucking chip, bro. Like, this bitch
49ers have an
chip.
extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Third down. Here's Haskins.
Back inside. Oh! He's wide
Nowhere
open.
to escape,
Damn,
and
he's
he
wide
goes
open.
down.
My fault.
D4. And
I
they'll
looked
drop
back
it
at
for
the
a
rush.
6-yard loss, and
I
that
should've
will lead
kept
to
my eyes on
4th
the
down.
fucking field.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football before he knew it. He was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Okay, Afke, you might have earned your money back
Very
a
good
little bit
return
right there.
there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners will go on offense.
Got him
1st and
back to
10.
running ball. Going 3 tight end. Okay. We're going to go 3. Buster.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
1, Omaha. Shoot. Kill. 22 jet bomber. Jet 4.
Now Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete.
Dunbar.
Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Dunbar, you got your boot smoke, boy. Look, you got a little jam on him. He smoked you.
They're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Yeah. I'll risk that side.
Mike 56. Right here.
Throwing now is Garoppolo.
I'll risk that side.
Completes it to
come
the tight end,
on.
Kittle.
Are you kidding me?
They'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That was perfect coverage.
75
He had
yards
to
receiving for him now.
Boy,
It's a
Moreau,
first
you
down.
sat there and watched him catch the damn ball, son. I don't even respect you for that right now.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 19 yards away. And the 49ers get a score closer.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
All right, love. It's time for you to get off. Guys done been getting his money.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case,
it's a foot race.
Oh, how did he come on? He's not catching love.
Big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check.
They'll run again with Love on 1st down. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Check.
Now a toss. This is Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Check three, check three, check three.
Now a run with Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
That's how we're going to end it right
From 17 yards out. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
I got the same motion bullshit you got.
And
What?
I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this
What did you just
defense.
say?
But they've been flat from the get-go.
Oh,
and that's
you told me
always the
shut the
coach's
hell up.
fear.
I
Okay,
say
you
you
earn
better
the
watch
open
your damn
week,
mouth.
but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
21. Hey, alert! 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 Hut!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Being chased out left. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
21. Hey, wahoo!
After the sack on first down, Garoppolo throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hey, Zoo! Go ahead.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a first down. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Garoppolo toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen. despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Staying on the ground, it's Love. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
You are fucking
that's
fired,
a nice
bro.
break. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? Third down, here's Geis. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. On the return is Pettis. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they're moving on to the conference champion.